The battle against hunger has made a return to Dearborn schools. This event began as a friendly competition between high schools, but has evolved into a cooperative effort to help raise money and collect food donations to give to families in need. A kickoff was recently held at the Dearborn Ice Skating Center that also raised funds for this worthwhile cause, in addition to each school holding their own friendly competitive events that benefit the community. One of the activities that Dearborn High School participated in was Tape Your Teacher to the Wall, as well as creating can towers themed after books. All of this in an effort to raise money and collect food for families who need it.
So Battle Against Hunger is the 5th annual initiative that we're doing to fundraise and garner support for our community. We're collecting cans and non-perishable food items to donate to Zaman and money to donate to Amity Foundation. These two foundations help our community and support people in our community that go without a meal throughout Thanksgiving. A lot of students rely on school to give them a meal, so when it comes to a break, they don't have that insurance. So we're here to support each other.
Giving back to the community benefits the teens as well as the families.
I think as a community we're very close-knit, so we like to help one another. We have a saying where it goes, if you don't know the person, break bread with them. So have a dinner with them, eat with them, get to know them. And what we're doing is we're going to the poor, we're even knocking on their houses, sometimes getting them food, we're meeting them, we're getting to know them, we find their families, sometimes we even sit down and talk to them and enjoy meals.
I think it's important to give back because if you are fortunate enough to have the money or have the food, then why not give back? It helps so much, and you never know what these kids are going through. It helps me know that I'm doing as much as I can to help give back to the community.
The teens also take something away from the experience of helping others.
Everyone deserves to have at least a meal at their house, and it means to us as a community that Dearborn, we're all a community, we all bring stuff together, and everyone wants to help out, and it makes everyone feel a lot better about themselves when they know they're helping someone else that's less fortunate.
Students at Etzel Ford share their own personal feelings on why giving back to their community is so important.
Personally, when I first came to the United States, my family was we were a low-income family, and we used to also receive these, from Zaman and other organizations, so it definitely connects with me personally, and I think it's a great thing that Etzel Ford, Fortson, and Dearborn, we're all coming together and trying to raise money for these low-income families.
It does make me feel better knowing that I'm giving back in any kind of way that I can. I can't personally be there for them, but just some way to help them out. I feel better knowing that. Builds a little teamwork within the school, everybody's going around, come donate, come give money, and everybody's just come on, we gotta work together to get all this money and, donate all this food.
This event brings Dearborn schools together for a little friendly competition, but in the end, the students also learn what it means to be selfless.
Around the beginning of the week, they'll just think of it as a competition because we'll have a reward at the end of the year for whichever grade wins. But I feel towards the end, they actually realize that oh, we're actually giving money and we're giving the food for the needy. I think that coming from Dearborn, I've lived here my entire life, but coming into high school, I realized that they actually care. You guys may think that high school students just don't really care about what's going on outside of school, but it's amazing. To see everybody come together, Fortson, Dearborn High, and Etzel coming together and competing. But at the end, and we see how much money we raised or how many cans of food that we distributed. I think it's amazing.